Yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. This is a day the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. Thank you very much. The Black Stars of Ghana, the coach has released the 55-man squad for the African Cup of Nations 2023. Now, if you are not part of this 55-man squad, it means that you are not going to the African Cup of Nations. It's as simple as that. Because it is from this 55-man squad that the Black Stars coach will release or will take out 23 or 27 players from that particular squad to represent us at the African Cup of Nations. And if you are not part of this one, it means that there are no hopes for you to go to the African Cup of Nations. Then there are some key names out of the squad. We are going to talk to you about all of that. Jeffrey Schlupp, Patrick Pfeiffer and the likes. Why are they out of the squad? We are going to talk to you. There are also a lot of new players. Brandon Asante Manu of West Bromwich Albion, Michael Mbeidu of Ilsburg in Sweden. And then also there are other new players also in the squad. Forsen Amankwa of Salzburg. That player, if they didn't call him, I wouldn't have understood how. A player playing the Champions League, playing for Salzburg and all of that. I'm going to talk to you about all of those new players. What are their records coming into this particular squad? Why have they been called? How good are they? And all of that. I'm going to bring you the very details about all these new players and some of the surprising names we've seen in the squad too. There are some two names also that I didn't expect to see in the squad because they are not doing well. Okay, but they are in the squad and we are going to talk to you about all of that. So it is an analysis, a breakdown of the 55-man squad for the African Cup of Nations released by Coach Chris Hughton. In fact, it's not the coach who released it. The CAF released and published it on their site. Journalists saw it and then we brought it and then they've released it. So it is like that. Do all to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Look, the AFCON here, we are going to give you fantastic coverage that you are going to enjoy. The press conferences, post-match, pre-match, analysis, the pre-match, everything, exclusive videos and everything. Do want to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much for staying. So let's just delve straight into the 55-man squad. Which players were called for a 55-man squad? Bernard Tekpete of Lodo Goretz Rasgard, he's part of the squad. A lot of you have been expecting him, but for him to be part of the final 27 is the other problem now. And the thing is that he was part of the 55-man squad for the World Cup 2022, the Qatar World Cup, but then he wasn't part of the final 26 or so. So Ashimeru Majid is part of the squad. Opoku Nicholas, Joseph Atama of Kesaispor, one of the new players, the defender. Joseph Atamala, I'll talk to you more about him also. Osman Bukari, Patrick Pozo, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Jordan Ayew, Lawrence Atizigi, the first goalkeeper in the squad, Ransford Yeboah, Kanes Dalfa, Joseph Pinto, Thomas Partey, Ali Duseidu, Hafiz Wuta, Konkoni of Young Africans, formerly of Bechem United in Ghana here, striker. He got a call up for the Central African Republic African Cup of Nations qualifier game also. And Hafiz Wuta Konkoni, he's here in part of the 55. Dede Ayew, captain of the side. Edmond Ado, Dennis Odoi, Jerome Opoku, Mohammed Kudus, Tarek Lamptey, Benjamin Tete, FC Met. You remember Benjamin Tete? He's the striker who got a record after our final game versus Comoros in the 2021 African Cup of Nations. Yes, he went to fight. He got a record even after the final whistle. Yes, Benjamin Tete, formerly of Hull City, came to England Championship. Didn't really go well. He went to FC Met. A lot of people say he's associated with the Ghana Football Association president, Benjamin Tete, in the 55-man squad. He's the first player I was surprised to see in the squad because he's not doing so well. So what? He's not done anything extraordinary. He's a striker. He's not done anything extraordinary, but then he's part of the squad. Fatawi Shahaku, Daniel Amate, Medresu Baba, Richard Ofori, the second goalkeeper in the squad. Solomon Brandon, West Bromwich Albion. We are going to talk to you more about him. Ernest Niama, Abdul Samed, Inaki Williams, Alexander Jiku, Antoine Semenyo, Stefan Kofi Ambrosius, Elisha Owusu, Nuhu Adams Kasim, Abdul Baba Rahman, Joseph Wallacott, the third goalkeeper in the squad, Salis Abdul Salisu, Abdul Karim, Gideon Mensah, Kingsley Schindler, Jonathan Sowa, Beidou Michael of Aylesbury. We are going to talk to you more about him also. Hamidou Fatahu of Mediama SC, Abdullahi Norodin, Mediama, Daniel Efriye Bani FC, Zorich, Derek Fojo, Mediama SC, Felix J, Mediama, John Duku Entry, Dreams FC, Godfred Kingsley, Dreams FC, Richmond Lamptey, Asante Kotoko, Emmanuel Entry, Great Olympics, Yao Bua, Colombo Screw SC, Benjamin Asari, Great Accra Great Olympics, Andre Yadom, Redding, the other player, very surprising to see him. Razak Simpson of Nations FC, and then Forsen Amankwa of RB Salzburg. Now, there are 11 local players in the squad. Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko, Great Olympics having 2. Mediama SC having 5 players, and then Dreams FC having 2 players. So, that is how things are. Now, Benjamin Tete. Why is Benjamin Tete in this squad? Why is Andy Yadom of Reading in this squad? And Reading have been relegated from the English Championship to the League One. The League One there to they are struggling. So Andy Yadom of Reading, why is he in our squad? Why is he in the 55-man squad? Yes, he may not go to the AFCON itself, but why is he in the squad in the first place? Because he doesn't deserve to be there. We have to have a 55 competitive squad. But this Andy Yadom and Benjamin Tete issue there. We are serious. What are they going to do here? Now, Jeffrey Schlupp is not in the squad. And Jeffrey Schlupp, it looks like it is not because of it's not because of footballing reasons, like proper, because we see him at Crystal Palace and he's doing very well. So if you are calling 55 players from Ghana and you think that Jeffrey Schlupp is not part, then it cannot be so. But the thing is that when he didn't go to the African to the World Cup, his agent came out to see a lot of issues, and then I'm sure that has destroyed his integrity and everything with the Football Association, and that's why he wasn't caught. But Patrick Pfeiffer, one of the players who switched nationality in July 2022 ahead of the World Cup, but all the other players have been called up except Patrick Pfeiffer. He didn't got a call up this time around also, and that is very surprising. 55 players called up for Africa Cup of Nations and he wasn't part. So Patrick Pfeiffer of Augsburg in the Bundesliga. You see, Stefan Ambrosius is actually in the second Bundesliga. Patrick Pfeiffer is in the main Bundesliga. But then Patrick Pfeiffer doesn't get the call up, and it is very surprising to see over there. And of course, there are other players also who others would have wished. Somebody like Ibrahim Osman of Norgeland, very rising star, doing very well. At least 55 players. I would have thought that he would be part. Ibrahim Osman of Norgeland, very, very skillful player. So yes, it's just what it is. All right, some players were not, but most of the players who were called are players you would expect that they will be called. So 3 goalkeepers: Lawrence Atizigi, Richard Ofori, and Jojo Wolacott. It means that those are the goalkeepers who are going to the African Cup of Nations. That is all. There is no Manaf Nuruddin. I didn't see Manaf Nuruddin anywhere. There is no Jordan Amisa anywhere. There is so it means that the 3 goalkeepers need here. Yes, and then of course you have Felix J of Mediama X. Felix J is a goalkeeper. So 4 goalkeepers, okay. But then of course Felix J their own. Yeah, it's likely he will not go to the AFCON. Yeah, it's likely. So yes, let's see how things go. But you see, you saw Joseph Atamalawe of Kesaispor, very, very solid defender for Kesaispor, and he's doing very, very well for them. In fact, Kesaispor is like the top 5 in the Turkish league. They are part of the top 5. And Atamalawe, when it comes to recoveries, when it comes to interceptions, solidity as a defender, he's doing very well with Turkish side Kesaispor, and that's why he was called. Rayo Vallecano's Abdul Mumin wasn't called because look, the last time I told you guys that look, if you are given a call up before a huge tournament like Africa Cup of Nations, you don't turn it down unless you don't want to play for the Black Stars again. Whatever the situation is, make sure that you calm down. Calm down. If even you are injured, calm down so that they will assess you and know that you are injured and they will take you out. But if you pull out, yeah, it means that you don't want to go to the African Cup of Nations. And that's why Abdul Momen wasn't called. And I'm sure Joseph Atamalawe has replaced him in the squad. And Atamalawe has a high chance of going to the African Cup of Nations because of how good he is and the fact that our defenders we are not seeing top, sir. Okay, yeah, we are not really seeing top, and we need quality defenders to defend because we are shipping in a lot of goals. Michael Baidu of Elfsborg, he's also doing very well, has been scoring goals for Elfsborg. Elfsborg is one of the top 2 teams in Sweden. Malmo, then you talk about Elfsborg this season, they are doing very, very well. He scored a lot of goals this season. Last 2022, he was the top scorer for the whole Elfsborg club. Michael Baidu, he's a striker. You see, the coach Chris Hughton, he wants to get a lot of options in the striking department, so that when Inaki Williams is not doing well, when Antoine Semenyo is not doing well, he will have a lot of options to try his hands on. And that's why he scored English-born Ghanaian Brandon Asante Manu, English-born Ghanaian, very, very solid quality center forward, scoring 7 goals and having 2 assists this season for West Bromwich Albion in the English Premier League, English Championship. So that is 9 goal involvement for Brandon Asante Manu, very, very solid center forward, and he is also having a high chance of going to the African Cup of Nations. Yes, he has a high chance of going to the African Cup of Nations because of the number of goals he brings on board and how good he is. I would have showed you some of his goals he scored, but the fact is that copyright issues and all of that, you cannot show some of those videos. But he is a very, very good striker he's been consistent for West Bromwich Albion for the past 3 seasons, scoring goals for them. So obviously, he's one of the players who is very much likely to go to the African Cup of Nations. There is also Forsen Amankwa of Salzburg, one of the new players in the squad. Forsen Amankwa getting his first call-up, but they're not a proper call-up. He's with RB Salzburg. Champions League he plays, in the Austria League he's doing well. Even as a midfielder, he scores goals here and there, and he's doing very, very well for himself. Forcing Amankwa. There are also local players. Richard Lamptey of Asante Kotoko, he was expected to be part, and he's part. Whether he will be part of the final 27-man squad is also another one. Daniel Efriye of FC Zurich in the squad. Daniel Kofitre is also not in the squad because he's not recovered from injury. He's not fully fit to be part of the African Cup of Nations. So Daniel Kofitre is one of the players we are not going to see at the AFCON because of injury. We hope that he will get fit as soon as possible. So yes, the Black Star squad there, all the notable names are in. Tariq Lamptey injured, but he's still in. Fatal Ishaku, Andrew Idris Ubaba, Richard Ofori, Ernest Nyama is in the squad. Inaki Williams, Alexander Jiku, Lawrence Atizigi, Thomas Partey, Joseph Pinto, Ransford Yeboah, Connors Dolpha, always in the Black Star squad, always. Patrick Pozo, Osman Bukari, Joseph Atama, Opoku, Nicholas is also in the squad of RCN, SC Men's. So that's the breakdown of the Black Star squad. 55-man squad for the African Cup of Nations. Ghana is in a group with Egypt, Mozambique, Cape Verde, and Ghana ourselves. And we hope to do very well at the African Cup of Nations. All the updates, exclusive content, videos, and everything you hope to get from the African Cup of Nations, we will be bringing you here on this particular channel, Sports 7GH. Do all to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.